by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Hi, this is Joshua Dobie. Join me Thursdays at 4 p.m. for Dollars and Cents, a show that focuses on your personal financial journey and the markets around us. That's Dollars and Cents, Thursday afternoons at 4 here on WSIC.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Welcome to Community Centered, a show that features people in the community doing good things. Now, here are your hosts, Debbie O'Handley and Margi Kyle.
Welcome to Community Centered. We don't know where Debbie is. She's missing in action. But I'm here, and I have a fabulous friend and guest who you are not going to want to miss. He is an artist, an entrepreneur, author, and I'm going to let him tell you a little bit more about that as we go in. We would love to welcome people to call in, and it's for 844-STUDIO-4 or 844-788-3464. Well, I met our guest, we think about 10 years ago, and he was co-hosting with Joe Vagnone, and I was on that show in Statesville. And we just hit it off, and we still have been getting together at least a couple times a year. Obray Cowan, artist. And you know what? If you could show the back of his building in Cornelius, you'll know exactly where you are. Welcome to the show. You just have so many talents and gifts. I'm not sure where to start. But whenever I go to church and I pass over the railroad tracks and I see your car there and I see the back of your building, I go, oh my God, you just colored and just gave such a beautiful talent to the area. You customized.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, my pleasure. And that's the book. We want the back of the building that's there. Well, there it is. As you can see right there. Can you see it on the screen?
I certainly can.
Now, what was your inspiration there? Did you have to get the town to okay this?
So I did not. So actually, the beautiful thing about the murals on Zion Street that you can see is that they were actually commissioned by Teresa Farrell, who is the property owner. Yeah.
Okay.
So she paid for the paints. The very first one was building one where their studio is actually located, and me and my friends, we actually painted that one together. And I was like, I don't know if you remember how the buildings looked years ago.
Yeah, pretty bland.
So I wanted to spice them up a little bit, add a little bit of and I told her about it, and she was completely on board with it, as she's an art lover as well. And she was like, hey, I'll buy the paints. And we took over and created.
Away you went.
Yeah, created magic. Yep.
Okay. So 12 years ago, you started your tattoo business with ear piercing.
So 12 years
ago. Body piercing.
So tattoos and body piercings, yes. I actually got the opportunity to run that studio when I was 21 years old by a great friend, Zeb Williams, and he hired me to run it, and then I bought it from him when I was 23.
Oh my gosh, what a story.
But yeah, I mean, life has definitely happened, and Cornelius has definitely given so much to me, and I'm just grateful to have given back to it in the way that I have. Especially,
and you have, yeah. Yeah, but that's what this community is all about.
Absolutely.
So as I said, we met about 12 years ago.
Honestly, I've felt like I've known you forever. So who puts time on it?
That's right. Yeah. But and we'll get into your books in a minute. But you knew I had a nonprofit, Little Smiles, for children who are in the hospital, hospice, shelter. And when you called me and said, I've published my first book, you blew my mind. You absolutely blew my mind. and you gave me a case of books to give to the kids, which I love doing. And what was your inspiration there as well?
So the inspiration would be yourself. I am a proud father to a beautiful 2-year-old.
Oh, that
And,
wonderful age.
she really inspired it. I saw the books that she was already reading and just having the skills that I had already, cultivated with my first published book. It was a no-brainer. How could I, expand, but also touch the younger generation in a way that was beneficial and expanding and overall just something to give back in that way.
Well, as a child, when did you discover that you had a talent in art?
Oh, wow. I didn't know I officially had a talent until 3rd grade whenever my teacher at the time told my mom, his artistic ability. Because I remember it was like a deer in the forest in like a forest fire that I drew. And I guess it was at a different level.
Than
And
anybody else.
yes, and that's when it was brought to my awareness or my attention that art was my gift because I've created all types of things as children do. We dabble in everything because I truly believe we're all artists. We just kind of take a different course.
Now, did you go to art school
I
to
certainly did.
fine-tune your skills?
I did. I went to Full Sail University in
That's right.
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, I was going to ask you
Yeah.
where that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Well, Winter Park, Florida, but it's a suburb.
And how many years of schooling did you have?
So it's a pretty intense school. So you're fitting 4 years into 2. So the crazy thing is that you're going to school pretty much year round. And I remember having classes at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning,
Oh
5.
my gosh.
And yeah, I got my degree in animation and film. So making movies, and all of my teachers, the majority of them were all Disney, animators that had retired and just wanted to give back as well. So,
Okay.
just talent across the board is wild, just super wild.
Well, and I think right after we first met, you were talking about that you were a tattoo artist, and I said, I have to tell you a story about my grandson.
Yes, you did.
They had just moved into their first house, and I was measuring all the windows and measuring his room to do a floor plan for him. And I left the pen in there, and had just sat down to dinner, and my daughter said, "Well, where's Brandon?" And I said, "I can hear him thumping upstairs." So my son-in-law said, "I'm going to go see what he's up to." Well, he was in his closet with a flashlight and my pen. We'd been swimming that afternoon, and he saw a few little veins on my legs. So he drew those veins on his legs, and he said, "I have Grammy legs." I said, "You're just inherited, but that's okay.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
get over it." But that was his inspiration. What do you do if you're a person that wants to and we'll need to wait a minute and answer this after we come back from our break, wants to have a tattoo but doesn't have a clue what to do?
Absolutely. I'd love to answer that question.
Yeah.
Definitely help.
So don't go away. Stay right with us because we have a fascinating show.
Community Centered, presented by Macintosh Law with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle, will return after this short break on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, as the final few remnants of Helene move across the area, it's giving us some extra clouds today and the chance for a scattered shower, especially for the afternoon and evening. Otherwise, we're up to near 80 for the afternoon. Falling back into the mid-60s overnight. By Wednesday, we're going to start kicking off a stretch of drier weather. Just a stray shower possible for Wednesday, but dry weather, plenty of sunshine coming back for the rest of the week and into the weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
listen, save, enjoy. The WSIC app, available now in your app store.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Brookdale Village in Huntersville presents their free concert series Live Under the Oaks on Friday. The Village is open all day for shopping and dining, with Ben Gatlin taking the stage powered by Waves Entertainment at 6 p.m. Bring your chairs and enjoy on-site beverages from Red Rocks. Live Under the Oaks with Ben Gatlin kicks off at 6 p.m. Friday. The popular Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5 concert series offers free entertainment to residents, neighbors, and visitors in downtown Statesville. This Friday, the Megan Doss concert will be held on West Broad Street in front of Mitchell Community College from 6 p.m. to 8:30. Beer, wine, soft drinks, and food will be available for purchase beginning at 5 p.m. Bring your chairs and enjoy a night of music from country singer Megan Doss at Friday After 5 in downtown Statesville. NASCAR returns to Charlotte Motor Speedway for their annual fall weekend in October on the Roval. The Xfinity Series holds the Drive for the Cure 250 on Saturday, October 12th. The Cup Series competes in the Bank of America Roval 400 on Sunday, October 13th. Weekend ticket packages as well as daily tickets are available. Also check out deals for military service members, college students, suites, the Champions Pavilion, the Indoor Clubhouse, Terrace Box, 4-packs, and more. Don't miss any of the entertainment, including Eli Young Band and Tim Duggar concerts before racing's royalty duels for Roval supremacy. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for information, tickets, and details. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com. Don't miss it.
All community, all the time. Macintosh Law presents Community Centered on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. I'm Margie, and I just got a hold of Debbie, and I think she's going to have a baby around 4 o'clock this afternoon, so she's kind of busy. Not personally, but her daughter will. So everybody, keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and hope everything goes beautiful. I also would like to thank Macintosh Law Firm for all they do for our community as well. We are here with Obray Cowan, and we're talking about body art,
Body
as
art.
I call it.
Yes, body art.
And it has become so popular. I was at a meeting for hospice for this morning with all these nonprofits that were there, and all the gals were wearing short sleeve shirts so they could show their one arm that had been tattooed. And
Absolutely.
yeah,
It's beautiful.
It's such an expression.
It is.
So my question to you was, what do you do when somebody comes in and goes, I want a tattoo, but I have not a clue what I want?
So typically when you don't have a clue, I'm here to help you. And you just book a consultation with me. And booking a consultation pretty much is the process of we'd sit down, talk together. You brainstorm. You have any ideas, you just share those with me. And just through us connecting in that way, then I create magic for you and tell your story.
And I'm going to ask Joe if he can pull up your car.
Oh, yeah.
And could you give us the address of where you're located?
100%. I am at 19806 South Main Street in Cornelius. Again, it's 19806 South Main Street in Cornelius.
And it's across from the fire department.
It's across from the fire department, Mama's Pizza, and Willowwood Coffee.
And you can't miss your car.
No. Yeah.
I'm going to have to. Who did that? Did you do the artwork and somebody painted
absolutely. So the original concept is my brand, artbyo, and Dermal Designz, but pristine wraps in Charlotte. What a company. I collaborated with their artist Zach, and we came together and created that, and they put it on there for me.
I would love to have that put on the back of my car, something for little smiles.
Absolutely, and they're the company to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Joe, I think there's another picture of your building that you painted, and just he'll bring it up in just a minute. Well, that was the first one we saw. There's another angle of it. I mean,
that's building 3. I actually did all of that myself.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's building 3. Building 1 is, I think there's an image of that one, but building 1 is the one that me and my friends, and I'm so honored to know John Bird, Miss
there it
Lotus,
is. Yeah.
and Joey Obso helped me.
What a beautiful welcome to convenience.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So, oh,
And it's lasted. It's been a good 4 years now, and she's still holding strong. And I just love seeing people, take pictures in front of it, and whatever it is, it just brings the community together. And
is there ever? Well, I think I saw on Facebook a new dad that there wasn't an inch that hadn't been tattooed.
yeah,
But in your mind, is there a limit, or how do you go about
Honest-
helping somebody?
honestly, there's no limit. There's really just expression. Whatever you feel is what you want to, the way you want to express it. Whatever you feel is the right thing. Of course, outside people can, look at you a certain type of way, but at the end of the day, it's really not about them. It's about you and who you are as a person and how you want to express that, and the people that align with that. Because I truly believe people align with realness anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it painful?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's certain spots that tickle. There's other spots that will touch your soul. 100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure you have clients who will say, "Can we do this gradually?"
Yes, sessions. Typically larger pieces. We do that in sessions. You won't
Okay.
do like a back piece or a sleeve in one session.
Or maybe they don't know whether they're going to like it, so you say, "Well, let's just do."
Well, typically, I would rather you come to me with an idea that, yes, this is the person that I want to mark me permanently. And with my studio, it's definitely based off of more like a spiritual connection as well, opposed
Okay.
to just drawing on you. I want to tell your story. I'm here for that, and I'm here to
Well,
guide you.
just going into your office is an experience in itself. You
Grateful,
got
thank you.
signatures everywhere.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's only fair to write on my walls. I write on you. It's only fair.
Oh, what a gift. What a gift.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm sure you just love, I mean, you're living your profession.
I am, and I've always known I was going to be an artist. Just
Okay.
didn't know what medium, didn't know which way. I just knew.
So when did you decide, and how did you decide that it was going to be tattoo?
So while I was in college, hadn't graduated yet. I was getting tattooed by before then, but he's my mentor, Robbie. He took me under his wing. He was doing my tattoos at the time, and I just took an eye to it. I'm like, yo, this is really cool. I like the way he's being received by people, and at the time, I didn't know it was going to be a profession. He just took me under his wing. I graduated. The plan was just to tattoo for a little bit, go out to California, make movies, and move in that direction for my career. And one thing led to another. I got the opportunity to run the studio that I now own at 21, and then I bought it
Wow.
at 23. And yeah,
Well, I think maybe for some children who have very low self-esteem, maybe getting a tattoo might just
absolutely,
help them find their personality. I don't know.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very ancient art. I mean, we've been tattooing each other since the beginning of time with like stick and needle and thorn. And I was blessed to be able to go. I spent almost half a month in Thailand, and I was went through the whole process of being blessed by monks and the Arjan who did a traditional
Wow.
sankyant on my throat here and then my solar plexus as well.
Okay.
So it's very, very ancient, very, very old. So it's something. It's just a beautiful art form. That's all I can really say. And I've been so grateful. I'm so grateful to have delved in it.
And I think we probably, the next segment, I'd love to talk about some of your books.
I'd be
and how
honored,
you
yeah.
got inspired to write children's book. I'm sure your daughter was a huge inspiration.
Oh, 100%,
Yeah.
without question.
She had to be.
Yeah, without question.
And you're so artistic.
Yeah, it oozes out of me. I can't help it.
Yeah.
If it's not tattoos, it has to come out some other way.
That's right.
Yeah, tattoos, murals, books, paintings, technology.
Come do a mural in my house.
I'd be honored to do it. I would. You just let me know when you want it.
I have so much artwork that I don't know where I'd have room, but yeah, what a gift you've got.
You.
That you've shared with everybody in the community.
Yeah.
And to somebody who's thinking about becoming an artist, what would your words of advice be to them?
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
What's the worst that can happen?
What's the best that can happen?
You can write a book.
That's it.
And feel good about yourself.
That's it.
Yeah. Interesting. So you're touching every level from as soon as they can sit in your lap and hear a story.
Oh, yeah. And what stories I've heard. Beautiful stories.
I bet.
You know, and to be able to tell that story or take something that might not be so desirable and turn it into something beautiful. You know, it's almost like alchemical in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Almost makes me want to get a tattoo.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you.
I wouldn't
I'm
even
so
have
ready.
a clue where to start or I know where to stop. You got from here to here.
I'll give you a sleeve by next summer if you want one.
Oh, I have several of those.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when my one grandson was thinking about actually getting a tattoo, I sent him some sleeves. And I said, you wear these. You can take this off. And for maybe some of my kids with little smiles, you know, just think about if you have it on your shoulder and you get married and you're wearing that wedding dress, do you want that on your shoulder? And they went, oh, that's a good point. We never thought that far ahead. So, yeah, I think there's probably a little bit more to what you want to do long term because you want something that you're not going to grow out of. Can you get rid of tattoos?
You certainly can. You can definitely remove them. Technology has definitely advanced to where I'm not sure. I haven't had any personally removed, but technology has advanced to where it's not as painful. But what I've heard is that it's way more painful to
remove it.
Yeah.
So people should think twice.
Yeah, think 3 times if you need to.
Yeah.
You know, it's really, again, when I first started within my career, it was more like, okay, tattoo people. But now, just being, you know, a veteran in the game and someone who's really intentional about what I do.
Who's the youngest person you've ever
Tattooed?
Yeah.
18. You have to be 18.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
Okay.
In the
I
state of
didn't
North
realize
Carolina,
that.
yeah, you have
Okay.
to be 18.
Okay, so well, that's a good guideline.
Yeah, little nuggets come in and they want tattoos. I'm like, I can't tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Even my own nephew, he's waited since he was 14 years old. He was like, Uncle Obray, I'm getting tattooed, and now he's covered in them by me. 18, his 18th birthday, he came into the studio.
I know.
No games.
I want pain. Yeah.
No
give me
games.
some pain. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that, but that's a good rule, though. Really.
Absolutely. Because do you really know what you want?
No.
Do you even really know what you want at 18? You know?
don't. Yeah.
But again, I respect it and I honor it.
And I'm sure you guide.
Oh, 100%. That's my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, my job isn't to coerce you into anything. Because at the end of the day, it represents me. It represents us both. So,
Yeah.
you know, representing us both in the right way
Yeah.
is essential.
So when we come back, and please stay with us, you're going to see the first book you created after your daughter was born.
Absolutely.
And I have loved the other. Well, you've got 3 of them out now.
Yes.
Keep going.
I can't stop. She won't let me stop, you know.
We'll be back. Stay with us.
Community Centered, presented by Macintosh Law, with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle, will return after this short break on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, as the final few remnants of Helene move across the area, it's giving us some extra clouds today and the chance for a scattered shower, especially for the afternoon and evening. Otherwise, we're up to near 80 for the afternoon. Falling back into the mid-60s overnight. By Wednesday, we're going to start kicking off a stretch of drier weather. Just a stray shower possible for Wednesday, but dry weather, plenty of sunshine coming back for the rest of the week and into the weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
You've got a Pepto predicament, moviegoer.
Hey, I can hear your stomach grumbling.
Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn with extra butter.
You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief, so you can focus on the action on the big screen instead of in your stomach. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Are you in constant pain, under constant stress? Just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. Serenity Now Massage and Wellness.com, with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
DrumLandscapeSupply.com. DrumLandscapeSupply.com. DrumLandscapeSupply.com.
Honey, what are you doing?
Oh, I figured if I rubbed my lawn and said DrumLandscapeSupply.com, I'd have the dream lawn I've always wanted.
Welcome home to the feeling of Horn Heating and Air Conditioning is family owned and operated and understands the meaning of community. We treat you like family because you are family. Visit hornhvac.com.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
On the lot at Black Automotive, look at all these Buick Vistas. The all-new Buick Vistas are now leasing as low as $299 a month. Check with them here at Black Automotive for all the details. Black Automotive's faithful.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Lots of jitters today on Wall Street about what Iran's missile attack on Israel will mean for the U.S. and the global economies, what it could mean for oil and gas prices. Now, with Israel's Iron Dome defense system neutralizing most of those Iranian missiles, the assault apparently over for the day, stocks well off the lows of the session. Right now, the Dow is pretty much flat on the day. The Nasdaq's down 200 points. That's a 1% loss. The S&P down 0.5%. Oil prices up 2.5% right now, back to near $70 a barrel. That's on concerns about supplies. 1/3 of the world's crude comes from that region. In other news, CVS Health plans to cut nearly 3,000 jobs, most of them corporate positions, not in stores. It's also considering breaking the company up, conducting a review about whether to separate its drugstore chain from its Aetna healthcare unit. But a lot of employers still looking for work. Advertised job openings in August above 8 million. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Now back to Community Centered, presented by McIntosh Law, only on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. As you know, Debbie couldn't be here today because her daughter's having her baby. So please keep her in your thoughts and prayers as we journey on and we find out more. Oh my gosh. This has been fascinating, but I knew it would be.
Absolutely.
And I have loved your book. You called me and said, I've got a case of books for you. I want you to give to.
You were the first person I thought about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Little Smiles. Absolutely.
And be yourself. What a beautiful book. Now, what's the inspiration here?
So the true inspiration is, the narrative is to be yourself. That the road that you choose for yourself is the right road. And though other people may not understand, they may not get it, it's up to you to forge your own path, and it's okay to do so.
That's right. it's beautiful to do so.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody I gave this book to loved it. Absolutely loved it. The artwork in it, it's a very, you can make it personalized, which I love, but then you took that a step farther,
I did.
which only you would do.
Told
Mr.
you,
Creative.
it oozes out of me. I can't
It
help
does.
it.
I love it. Well, here you had some too. You put some in here, but now this is brilliant. You give a book to a child, you inspire them, which you have, and then you want them to go and start coloring and be creative too.
Absolutely. Interact with it.
That's right. Whether you're good or bad, you don't have to stay in the lines, just make it yours.
That's it.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
What a beautiful message all the books have. Now this was your second one.
Yes.
Again, be yourself, recipes. This one I sent a copy to my granddaughter. But her daddy started Little Smiles in Florida, so I figured she earned one.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That's the Cooking with Benny the Bee. And me and my wife actually collaborated with that one. Her company is Julele's LLC, and she's a pastry chef. And she helped with those beautiful recipes. And
but you know what they had? They had more darn fun.
yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, again, you dedicated is gifted to. Look at all the beautiful pastries. You know, you can count. You're teaching kids, but you're also engaging them into so much more than just a lesson.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, any thoughts on this one? Obviously, has been very successful too.
Oh, 100%. They all have. And that one was actually released on the 29th of last month. And the third one that I just released will be released in stores and everywhere, December the 11th.
I want to know more about you. How do I get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me. There's multiple ways, but you
Okay.
can certainly get a hold of me. My telephone number is area code 704-779-6638. Again,
Do that again.
704-779-6638. But you can also just look up the website. That's www.artbyo.gallery.
Okay.
Again, that's www.artbyo.gallery. And that's for anything art related, unless you want tattoos, and that's dermaldesigns.com.
Oh, but they had more fun, my granddaughter and her mom, making these recipes.
So grateful.
And
Because that was
just-
the intention.
That's right. They're easy. They're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
They've created something that they feel is special that they've done.
Yep.
And then, oh my God, look at that. Fruit kebab. How colorful
Yes.
is that? I want to work with you on the next book on color meaning too.
That would be I'll be honored to.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
fun?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're really feeling down, wear blue or wear red or pink or whatever, and why?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Color theory.
Let's do that. Because just looking at this, my eye feels happy right up on the red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I love red.
And we love strawberries.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with strawberries.
And purple means, look at all the different possibilities. So if you're stuck with something,
Mm-hmm.
you need to color with purple.
Absolutely.
Eat purple food, do whatever, and why. So homemade popsicle. I mean, this is a fabulous peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, yeah. Classics.
You're not sure how to do it? Here, just right there. And then you in the back, she just went nuts over this in coloring. Because she said, Mommy doesn't let me color in a book, but I could color in this book.
That's it.
Which made it even more be yourself. Expression of that. How long did it take you to put a book together?
So the first
Now, the
one,
ideas you've had for years, I'm sure.
ideas I've had for years, but so these two, this year I've published 4 books, worked on 5. So I'm wide open. Like, it doesn't take me long once I get to it, because a lot of my time that I spend away, either at the studio or with myself, I'm always busy. And then I have my family time, obviously,
Right.
but I'm always creating something. So it doesn't take me too long. And
Yeah.
really in the creative realm, time doesn't exist anyway. It just pops out.
Isn't that the truth?
You know, when
Yeah.
you're creating, time vanishes. And then all of a sudden you have something outside of you and you're like, oh, yeah, I created this. Let's do it. Let's share it, because that's the whole point of creation in the first
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. And this was your last one, which I have had a chance to read. yet.
Yes. Be yourself in space with Benny the Bee.
I thought I'd give this to my grandson.
Oh, he's going to love it.
Yeah.
He's going to love it.
Because she loved that one so much that, and this is just so today, which you always have been. Look at that.
Yeah, you get
I can't wait to read this one. I love it. I love it. I just think we need more of this. We absolutely need more of this. You're just giving so much back to the community in so many different ways. And you always have. You always have. And I cannot thank you enough for that. That's just a blessing.
Thank you. It's an honor to, again, I have to give. So I'm just honored to be in that position to
Yeah.
give of myself in that way.
Well, and what a great example is you've talked during the commercials, which I've always said people should be able to listen in during the commercials
Oh,
because
yeah.
a lot is said.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, you were inspired by your grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
You just helped her write and publish a book.
I did. So her book was already written.
Can I be your second grandmother?
I mean, I think you already are technically. That's why we connected. But yeah, The Conch Shell That Earned Its Colors. My grandmother wrote that book, and I was honored and blessed enough to illustrate it all for her. And yeah, she's super excited, and I'm super excited for
Of
her.
course you are.
Yeah,
And that carries right over to your daughter.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What an example of what family is all about and needs to be.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pay it back, because my grandmother was the one who initiated that spark. You know,
Yeah.
I remember drawing a little clown and a little dog with her when I was very, very young, and that's when I really started delving deep. So to be able to come back full circle to help her in that way to actualize her dream means it's beyond words.
Yeah.
It means everything to me.
I was just thinking back, my grandmother, when I was little, maybe 10, 11,
Yeah.
and she was bedridden and she wanted her hair cut. So she gave me a pair of scissors and told me what she wanted. And she trusted me enough to cut her hair.
That's it.
But that's when I started cutting. Well, that's not what I ever did, but that was something I probably could have done because she really inspired me. But I've always cut my kids' hair, my grandkids.
That's it.
Yeah, my husband's hair.
And it only takes a little seed, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you just water it over time.
I
It's
think
ki-
the
it's-
fourth date I had with my husband, he said, I haven't had time to cut my hair. And I said, give me a pair of scissors. I'll do
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
And he just said, I'm never getting my hair cut by anybody else again. So, you know, it's somebody believing in you. And that's what this is doing, is allowing you to be yourself.
That's it.
And you have given that gift to so many children. So you really are touching all ages. Yeah. Which is what I know your main goal has always been.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So what would you like to talk about when we come back?
Just overall, just,
Wrap it up and...
Peace, love, prosperity. I mean, all good things.
Well, let's inspire people to be more creative.
Absolutely. And not to put a judgment on it or comparison type energy on it.
Yeah.
Just create.
Well, as I've always said, the worst thing that happens is you can paint over it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I always say the best that can happen is that you created something.
So we're going to break for a few minutes, come back with a phone call or a question. And this has been delightful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us.
Call 844-STUDIO-4 now to join the community center discussion on 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Presented by Macintosh Law.
Well, as the final few remnants of Helene move across the area, it's giving us some extra clouds today and the chance for a scattered shower, especially for the afternoon and evening. Otherwise, we're up to near 80 for the afternoon. Falling back into the mid-60s overnight. By Wednesday, we're going to start kicking off a stretch of drier weather. Just a stray shower possible for Wednesday, but dry weather, plenty of sunshine coming back for the rest of the week and into the weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Brookdale Village in Huntersville presents their free concert series Live Under the Oaks on Friday. The Village is open all day for shopping and dining, with Ben Gatlin taking the stage powered by Waves Entertainment at 6 p.m. Bring your chairs and enjoy on-site beverages from Red Rocks. Live Under the Oaks with Ben Gatlin kicks off at 6 p.m. Friday. The popular Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5 concert series offers free entertainment to residents, neighbors, and visitors in downtown Statesville. This Friday, the Megan Doss concert will be held on West Broad Street in front of Mitchell Community College from 6 p.m. to 8:30. Beer, wine, soft drinks, and food will be available for purchase beginning at 5 p.m. Bring your chairs and enjoy a night of music from country singer Megan Doss at Friday After 5 in downtown Statesville. NASCAR returns to Charlotte Motor Speedway for their annual fall weekend in October on the Roval. The Xfinity Series holds the Drive for the Cure 250 on Saturday, October 12th. The Cup Series competes in the Bank of America Roval 400 on Sunday, October 13th. Weekend ticket packages as well as daily tickets are available. Also check out deals for military service members, college students, suites, the Champions Pavilion, the Indoor Clubhouse, Terrace Box, 4-packs, and more. Don't miss any of the entertainment, including Eli Young Band and Tim Duggar concerts before racing's royalty duels for Roval supremacy. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for information, tickets, and details. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com. Don't miss it!
Macintosh Law presents Community Centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. Debbie, we missed you, but we're here for you. And I have one big question. Where do I get these?
You can find them everywhere, pretty much in all major bookstores, online, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Walmart, Target, the whole nine.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. The Adventures of Benny the Bee. Where will Benny go next? Where will he go next?
He's going to go and paint his room, and let's talk about color.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We were talking during the break about legacies. And you have a lot behind you, as do I. And I'm very fortunate to say that. Not everybody can. But what's your strongest message to those that are listening?
My strongest message is to allow love to shine, and to let your light shine, and to not be afraid to share the most vulnerable parts of yourself with other people, because you never know who can benefit from it. No matter
that is so true.
What you create, if you don't think it's quote unquote good enough, it is good enough. You want to know why it's good enough? Because you created it. It's in form. You created it. Your circle is just as special as the circle that you perceive as perfect. It's perfect as it is because it came from you.
So if you don't know what your passion is, start writing a letter to yourself till you find it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can remember sitting in a well-known gentleman saying, write a book about yourself, where you want to live, what you're going to be wearing, what do you want to be doing?
Oh, yeah.
To whom is your audience, and who do you want to do this for and with, and what out of millions of things you could do would make you the happiest? And both of mine were children in design.
That's it.
Yeah.
Self-fulfilling prophecy, and look at you know
Yeah.
how much you've done and how many people you've helped. You know,
But you can't do that without helping others.
yeah, 100%. To enrich the lives of other people is to be truly rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I had a client who I hope is not listening, who was having a really bad time moving from $1 million house into another $2 million house, and I finally said, I'm going to go take you somewhere as a surprise and a treat, da 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 da. And I took her to a children's birthday party for a little 6-year-old who was not supposed to be still with us. Changed her life. She said, I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I'm living an incredible life.
That's it.
Yeah.
How blessed.
Yeah. So again, I think, we all have gotten into this very selfish mode lately. Boy, you even see it on Facebook. I'm not going to watch another thing on the airplanes with these people bumping trays and doing all this stupid stuff just to irritate somebody. Do something to help somebody or to better their life, which was your main goal from day one.
Day one.
Yeah.
Be a light in other people's lives.
And I wrote that. So here we are, letting one's light shine.
The whole goal, the
That's
whole
right.
message.
That's your mantra.
Let your light shine. It's a beautiful light.
It is a beautiful light.
And we all have it.
Yeah.
We all have it.
Why do we stifle ourselves?
I feel like we stifle ourselves because of outside circumstances, stimuli we attach to narratives and stories that other people have told for us. Or, there's so many different reasons. But being you is the best thing that you can do. And even if you're afraid to be you, you should still be you. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, be the person that you are behind closed doors outwardly to everybody else.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. We're all wonky. We're all weird. We're all, we're all, we're cool. And the more you shine your light and show that I can be myself, that gives other people around you the permission to do the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and there you go.
That's it.
You've just really lived your mission and giving people permission to do what's best for them. Yeah. Well, and I've always said to everybody when I was teaching design, you got to do this for a long time, so you better love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you don't, then find something else that you do.
You do love.
Yeah. And it makes life so much easier.
And then it's natural, too.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to guide my grandsons in doing, is to find that passion.
Absolutely.
And to live it. So it's and one thing that was interesting, my one grandson had a hard time with his father when he was little. He said, Daddy's too strict. He tells me what to do all the time. So now what's he doing? Following in his footsteps. He's going to be a dentist too. And I said, Brandon, you're too much like your father.
Yeah.
And now he sees it and he goes, but you know what, Grammy, that's a good thing. And he said, I didn't see it then. And I said, well, how could you? 4 years old.
Oh.
6 years old. Even up till about 12 years old, he was still kind of wrestling with it. And then all of a sudden he realized maybe he knows what he's talking about.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So I cannot wait to meet your daughter.
Oh, I'll be honored to introduce you, and my wife as well.
Yes.
They'd be honored to meet you.
That would be a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
And we need to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So once again, I cannot thank you again for everything you give to this community. One more time, do you have an email that they could use?
Absolutely. So it's info@artbyo.gallery. That's info@artbyo.gallery.
Okay. And your phone number, just one more time?
It's area code 704-779-6638. Again, it's 704-779-6638, and that's my mobile.
And, even if you just want to stop in or call you and say, I need some inspiration.
Absolutely.
if you're not busy, I know you'll take 20 minutes.
Yeah, just stop by and say hello. That makes my day.
Yeah,
you know?
it does.
It really does. When people just stop by, they're like, I don't want anything. I just came to see you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that means more to me than
Yeah.
people realize.
But you leave feeling so much better.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
It's all about the healing energy,
That's right.
the love energy.
Well, but you give it out. You just.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
I know, but you do. I mean, I think the first 5 minutes I met you, I was already testing your personality, and we were just
hitting it off.
Yeah, talking and seeing how we could help each other.
Absolutely.
And again, that's what community centered is all about. And I would ask any of you out there, if you're listening and you have a service that is working in the community, we'd love to hear from you, because that's why this is a #1 area to live. People go out of their way. When I was at that hospice meeting this morning with all these nonprofits, it's amazing to hear what they're doing for the seniors, for the community.
Absolutely.
Everybody's reaching out in a different way to help.
And it's time.
It is time.
You know, we can easily get caught up in the quote unquote negativity of news and people's behavior, but really interactions like ours and you know, there's lights all over the place, and that's what you focus on.
That's right.
You know, what you focus on is what you'll attract and what you'll create.
That's right. Yeah. But give what you want to get back.
That's it.
Yeah. Which you always have done. So, in the last minute, anything else you want to add to?
No, just I wish I would have been able to meet Debbie, but congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for having me and just being such an inspiration to me to be able to give to your cause and everything that you're doing, because it only inspires me further to give more.
Well, you started with your backpacks.
Oh, yeah.
And coloring books.
Oh, yeah. Coloring books, backpacks.
That's right.
Yep, my clothing.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've done so many different things.
But it's amazing because, again, time doesn't exist in the creative realm. I have to stop myself to really smell my own roses. And that was big for me last year, was to sit back and be like, wait a second, I did create all these things, because when I'm in creative mode, I'm on. I don't really realize how much I've done until I take a step back or I hear it from other people.
Okay. Well, I think what you're saying too is encouraging everybody to go out and make a difference.
That's it.
And to be the best that you can be.
That's it. Don't stand in the elevator and not say hello to a person, because you never know. That person might need everything that you have.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold the door for someone. You know, you don't have to do the most. It's not about that.
That's right.
It's about doing something.
Anything. A gesture.
That's it.
A gesture of kindness, which is all in those books. Kindness and good taste.
That's it. Oh, yeah. Got to have good taste. That's it.
I had forgotten that your wife worked for a bakery.
Oh, she has her own.
Yeah, she has her own.
Yeah, Julele's LLC is her own bakery. That's her company.
And where is she located?
So she actually, she's at home. So she gets to do everything at home. She was a pastry chef for the Carolina Panthers for some time. And
oh, my gosh.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's everything and more. And I'm so grateful to have her as my partner. And, you know.
And I'm sure she's licensed. So if I wanted something for one of the hospitals, I could just order through her.
100%. Just let us know. We'd be honored.
Oh, my gosh. Well, there you go. You just opened another door for me.
That's it. That's it. Get your taste buds ready, because I'm telling you.
Well, I love to do that to the nurses, surprise them with treats, because our nurses do so much for us.
Yeah.
That we need to give back to them.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. Well, in the less than a minute we have left, I cannot thank you enough for being our guest.
Thank you so much, Margie.
Yeah, thank you all for being part of it as well. Bye for now.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290.